Hello everyone, my name is Roya, and today I'm coming to you with a review of Long Live Evil by Sarah Rees Brennan. This is a book about our main character, Ray, who goes into her little sister's favorite book series in order to cure herself of terminal cancer. And what I liked about this book is the beginning of the book, where she has not gone into the book yet, because the story of her and her relationship with her sister, and then her getting cancer and wanting to live to be able to still be with her sister, and of course losing all her friends because they can't relate to her anymore because she has cancer and all of that other stuff. It was all done really well, and it was told really well, and we got a lot of build up, only for none of that to have anything to do with the rest of the story, really. And she goes into the world of her little sister's favorite books that she actually hasn't read, but her sister doesn't know she hasn't read them, which is also really weird to me because, I mean, when I was a kid, my sibling and I always knew when everything that each other had read to a T. So I'm not sure how the little sister would not know that her sister hasn't read her favorite books that are like what she's obsessed with. So that seemed kind of weird. And then Ray does conveniently remember all of the important details when she's in the book. So I'm not sure why she even had to be someone who hadn't actually read the book. She may as well have just read the book, so that made no real sense. So what also didn't really work for me personally was just the concept of her going into the book and becoming a pre-existing character, because she becomes the villain of the story because that's who fits her personality the most. The woman who urges her to go into the book, who is just a random person, no one knows who that is, told her that she would just become whoever in the character suits her the best, and that character would have no further use for their body. So what happened to the character's actual consciousness? Why did she have no more use for her body so our main character could become her? I don't know. And as much as I'm not a huge stickler about every little thing in a magic system being explained, because sometimes magic can just be magic and that's fine, but this left a lot to be explained that was just not explained, and also not really asked about why that is. So it's just kind of, everything in this book was like the way that it is and just accepted as that in a way that I just couldn't really get behind. I'm not really sure. And so in that sense, there's a lot of stuff not being explained, but it's not really secrets being kept from the reader where you try to keep reading to see what is really going on, because we never get any of that. So none of it gets explained, and it doesn't make any sense. And furthermore, there is a character in this book who went into the book and became just a random dude who was not a named character in the book at all. And he built himself up to be a significant character in the book, so that at the time that our main character and her sister knew of the books, he was a character. So it's kind of, why couldn't Ray have done the same thing, gone into the book and become just a random person, and then and basically built herself up to be the villain? Why did she become a pre-existing character who was already very central to the story? And I didn't really get that, and I was hoping that by the end of the book I would understand the why of that, and I just didn't. So I just don't really think that the whole entire concept of the book really worked for me at all. So I really liked Ray as a main character. She's really, really snarky and just a badass, and like does not give, she gives zero fucks about anything, basically. And that's what, she was really what I enjoyed about the book. She's like not a bland main character by any means. Like she's great, but I think aside from that, the entire book just didn't really work for me. And I don't know. I just was kind of hoping for more out of this book and more kind of uniqueness to it that would make the concept kind of make sense. But as it stands, the entire concept of the book just didn't tie together very well and didn't really give us the answers that I felt like it needed to be a good book that would have worked for me better. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you've read this and what your thoughts are, and I will see you very soon with a new video. Bye!